Hello students, welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we understood the chapter A Gift of Chappal. Link is given in the description. In this video, we will do question answers and text exercise of the chapter. We'll start with comprehension check on page number 22. First question is, what is the secret that Meena shares with Mridu in the backyard? And the answer is, Meena shared with Mridu the secret of having a kitten in the backyard, which they found outside their gate in the morning. Second question, how does Ravi get milk for the kitten? Answer, for getting milk for the kitten, Ravi had to tell his Pati, that means grandmother, that he was hungry. And when Pati got suspicious, he drank most of the milk and told Pati that he would wash the tumbler by himself. And after that, Ravi ran and poured the milk into coconut shell and then ran back to wash the tumbler. Next question, who does he say the kitten's ancestors are? Do you believe him? He said the kitten is a descendant of Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, which itself was a descendant of the cat goddess of Egypt. No, we don't believe him. Question number 4. Ravi has a lot to say about MP Punai. MP Punai is the cat. This shows that he is merely trying to impress Mridu, his knowledge of history is sound, he has a rich imagination, or he is an intelligent child. So it shows that his knowledge of history is sound. At the same time, he has rich imagination also because he has imagined a lot of things about the cat. What was the noise that startled Mridu and frightened Mahendran? So the sound of screeching of violin that was being played by Lali startled Mridu and frightened Mahendran. Mahendran here is the cat, which is in short called MP Punai. Now, question answer at the end of the chapter. The music master is making lovely music. Read aloud the sentence in the text that expresses this idea. The sentence that expresses this idea is, the music master's notes seemed to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible track of the melody. It was like the wheels of train fitting smoothly into the rails and whizzing along. Next question, had the beggar come to Rukmani's house for the first time? Give reasons for your answers. No, the beggar had not come to Rukmani's house for the first time because the ladies had the conversation that he had been coming in their house every day for the past week, and it's time he found another house and they were also fed of him. And the beggar also told children that the ladies of this house had been very generous to him. Question number 3. A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. What does it suggest to you about Rukmani's mood? So it shows that Rukmani was angry and as well as suspicious. She doubted the children. She doubted that the children have either given the chappal to the beggar or hidden them. Okay, working with text. Now you have to complete the following sentences. Ravi compares Lali playing the violin to a train being derailed and going completely off track. Trying to hide beneath the tray of chilies, Mahendran tipped a few chilies over himself. The teacher played a few notes on his violin and Lali stumbled behind him as she was not playing very well. So she stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked quite helpless and unhappy on her hands. The beggar said the kind ladies of the household have been very generous to him. After the lesson was over, the music master asked Lali if she had seen his chappal. It should be his here, his chappals. Okay, the questions. Describe the music teacher as seen from the window. As seen from the window, music master had a bony figure. He was bald with a fringe of oil black hair falling around his ears and an old-fashioned tuft. He was wearing a gold chain and a diamond ring. A large foot stuck out from beneath his gold border waisty edge, and he was beating time on floor with the scrawny big toe. So he was bold, he was skinny, his feet was large. Next question, what makes Mridu conclude that the beggar has no money to buy chappals? What does she suggest to show her concern? So Mridu concluded that the beggar had no money to buy chappals because his feet were blistered and he appeared poor as well. She asked Meena and Ravi if they had an old pair of chappal which they could give to the beggar. Question number 4. Have your children? She began, and then seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly. seen anyone lurking around the veranda. So what do you think Rukmani really wanted to ask? So answer is she wanted to ask the children if they had seen or hidden the music master's chappal. Why did she change her question? She changed her question because the music master was around and she also doubted the children. What did she think had happened? So she thought that the children have either given the music master's chappal to the beggar or hidden them. On getting Gopu Mama's chappal, the music master tried not to look too happy. Why? On getting new chappals of Gopu Mama, the music master was happy, but he did not want others to see that he was happy because he had created a whole lot of scene for his chappal, saying that they were brand new, expensive, etc. So if he shows his happiness, other will come to know that now he has got a new chappal. He is happy. So his chappals were not brand new or expensive. Question number 6. On getting a gift of chappals, the beggar vanished in a minute. Why was he in such a hurry to leave? On getting the gift of chappal, the beggar vanished in a minute because he did not want to lose those chappals. His feet were blistered and there wasn't anything better that he could have got than the chappal in this hot summer. Walking towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, Rukmani began to laugh. What made her laugh? So Gopu Mama was always in a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals as soon as he comes home. Rukmani began to laugh, thinking about his reaction when he comes to know that his new chappals had been given to the music master. Now this is working with language. Here there are two clauses. One is if clause and other one is the statement which depends on if clause. Based on that, we have to do these things, these questions. Don't tire yourself now. You won't be able to work in the evening. So the answer would be if you tire yourself, you won't be able to work in the evening. So remember, if clause is always in simple present tense, while other clause, the outcome clause, it is in future tense. Study regularly, you will do well in the exam. So the answer will be if you study regularly. This is the question and its outcome is you will be able to do well in the exam. Similarly, you can do other three statements as well. Here also, based on if clause, you have to fill in the blanks. If I go out, it will be simple present tense. I will miss the lovely Sunday lunch at home. If I stay for lunch, I will miss the Sunday film showing at the Archana Theatre. Here also complete the sentences using if you want to, if you don't want to, if you want him to. So first is don't go to the theatre if you don't want to. He will post your letter if you want him to. Please use my pen if you want to. He will lend you his umbrella if you want him to. My neighbor Ramesh will take you to the doctor if you want him to. Don't eat it if you don't want to. So this was the text exercise and question answer of the chapter, students. Thank you. Bye-bye.